KVGC News Time is now 7 minutes after the hour. Time for a look at the news. It's a Wednesday, the 17th day of July for 2019. Well, the fight over emergency response areas in Amador County grew more heated yesterday during a meeting of the Amador Fire Protection District Board of Directors as Supervisor Richard Forster was served with a notice of recall, and the city's fire departments continued to protest the recently implemented changes in response area maps created by the AFPD. During public comments, Dana Calhoun of Ione presented a notice of recall for District 2 Supervisor Forster, citing his role in the new response areas, the recently adopted fee-for-service for medical calls implemented by the AFPD, and his delaying the economic development from the Buena Vista Casino. Forster himself was not present for the meeting. The debate over response areas continued later in the meeting as fire chiefs from Jackson, Ione, and Sutter Creek all raised objections to the new AFPD policy, which increased the area of responsibility for the countywide fire agency at the expense of the city departments. The city chiefs objected to the loss of Measure M tax money and increased response times that would result from the new maps. AFPD Fire Chief Walt White said that the new maps had come about when CAL FIRE, which provides emergency dispatch to the county, asked the AFPD for any changes when the new Buena Vista CAL FIRE station went online. The Board of Supervisors, who also serves as the AFPD Board of Directors, signaled a willingness to address the city fire department concerns, apologizing for the lack of communication and scheduling an additional meeting on July 25th to discuss how Measure M money is distributed and discuss the possibility of returning to the old response area maps.
And a former Calaveras County resident who now lives in Utah has been convicted of 14 felony counts related to repeated rape of 2 minors in Calaveras County. In what she said was a very disturbing case, Judge Susan Harlan sentenced Anthony Bleimer to 350 years to life in prison earlier this week. Now, Bleimer, 45, was arrested October 21st of 2016 in St. George, Utah, and extradited to Calaveras County shortly after moving away from his family home in San Andreas. Details released during the trial phase of the proceedings that included death threats by Bleimer made against his family and repeated violent and sexual acts toward his 2 young daughters, both between the ages of 12 and 17, during the time of the abuse. The charges, which span from 2012 to 2014, all included felony enhancements for specialized circumstances. Now, Bleimer received 25 years to life for each of the 14 counts, which must be served consecutively. He now has the right to appeal his conviction within 60 days of the sentencing.
And the Ione City Council dealt with a number of city business items at its meeting last night. The council approved a small amendment to the city code, which will allow those with residential homes in the city's transitional commercial zone to keep and raise chickens, the same as residential homes in other zones do. You can raise up to 6 chickens at home in Ione and up to 12 with a special permit. The council also received a report and discussed the recent approval of modifications to a subdivision map for Castle Oaks Village number 8. The map was changed to alter some lot sizes and shapes, as well as changing some road layouts and to remove a gated entrance. It also reduced the number of lots from 100 to 93 homes. The approval now sets the stage for the next phase of development in Castle Oaks. And a proposed garbage rate increase was tabled for the next meeting last night to allow some clarification to be made in contract language.
And PG&E officials say the utility's Wildfire Safety program making strides, but still much to do. As of June 22nd, officials report crews have conducted visual inspections of 96% and aerial inspections of 92% of approximately 50,000 transmission structures in high fire risk area. Now, this includes inspection of all 222 substations in these areas, in nearly all the nearly 700,000 distribution poles in and around them. Since June 1st and through the end of October, PG&E is flying daily aerial fire detection patrols across its service area to assist U.S. Forest Service, CAL FIRE, and local agencies with early fire detection and response. Depending on conditions, 7 planes fly daily routes late afternoon to dusk when wildfires are most likely to start. 4 PG&E heavy-duty helicopters also available to CAL FIRE as needed. Now, installation continues of remote functioning reclosers in high wildfire risk areas, which the utility says will help isolate and minimize the scope of PSPS events by sectionalizing grid portions of impacted areas. And public safety power shutoff outreach efforts still underway, including open houses and workshops. The first public safety power shutoff took place last month, but did not impact our area.
And tickets are now on sale for the Amador County Fair wine tasting event. Now, again, these are online tickets only. You can go online, AmadorCountyFair.com, or call the fair office, 245-6921. Again, tickets only sold for the wine tasting online. You can also pick them up at the fair office, but none will be sold at the door during the wine tasting. So you can call the fair, 245-6921, or go online, AmadorCountyFair.com. That's a look at local news on a Gold Country Wednesday morning from the KVGC Newsroom.
I'm JD.
And I'm Jim Geedy reporting. Remember, for the latest news, traffic, and weather 24 hours a day, to visit our website, kvgcradio.com.